Hello, everyone. My name is Solomon Montalva Jr., BSN RN and current MSN student at UT Arlington. And today we'll be doing a book review on a book entitled America the Principled: 6 Opportunities for Becoming a Can-Do Nation Once Again. First of all, a little bit about the author. She was a sociology major who ended up specializing in business leadership throughout her career. Her name is Dr. Rosabeth Moss Cantor, PhD from University of Michigan, and as well as multiple other honorary doctorates and extensive research, academic, and professional experience, awards, and honorable mentions. As far as the audience that Dr. Cantor was trying to approach, I believe it was seeking to speak to modern, innovative, knowledge work professionals who are seeking a little more clarification on American government and corporate leadership. To quote Dr. Cantor, as far as something that represents transformational leadership, the purpose of making a living is to afford to make a life. So to me, that includes respecting an individual from a professional and a personal perspective. If you address personal goals and or issues of any follower or peer that you're trying to manage or supervise, I want you to consider the personal aspect of their life. What are their personal goals? What are their professional goals? So the quote by Dr. Cantor, "The purpose of making a living is to afford to make a life," makes total sense from the perspective of transformational leadership and just the holistic approach to leading and developing future leaders amongst your peers and subordinates. Dr. Cantor goes on a lot about innovation, so it's just kind of seeking out a lot of innovative individuals that are just pursuing new ideas, high risk ideas in some cases, but also the reward is high as well. And she refers to something in her book, the type of person she would describe as a city mouse, basically someone who lives in a highly populated area, something akin to like Dallas, Texas, where people living in a city live in a densely populated area of diverse socioeconomic and ethnocultural backgrounds, and so they're kind of at the front lines of acute issues that the country's dealing with, and that's why typically city mouse people, as Dr. Cantor terms it in her book, are typically the kind of people that would be seeking innovative ideas, new government legislature, a little more socially liberal approaches to dealing with some of the modern socioeconomic and ethnocultural issues that our country faces today. So as far as the purpose of the book, it would seem just kind of to describe that type of leadership, and also the change in the modern workforce, and what knowledge work is developing to be. In the future, work-life balance is going to be very important, and it's going to be actually something that should be very feasible to master. Making the work portable, virtual, and flexible, as Dr. Cantor explains in her book, is kind of the key. And the type of work and output that America does in this modern age is very much knowledge-based. And that kind of work can be done 24/7 with access to the internet from anywhere around the world. As far as some of the strengths of the book itself, it's easy to say that a highly qualified author such as Dr. Cantor, with her extensive research, academic, and professional experience in the highest levels of government and the private sector of corporate America, speaks for itself. She's definitely a highly qualified individual to speak on the subjects of leadership from those government and corporate perspectives. Another strength would be that the book was published in 2007, so it remains qualitatively relevant for research purposes, according to the American Psychological Association research guidelines. Let's see. Another very prominent strength would be Dr. Cantor's ability to disseminate information relevant and insightful to the highly diverse American public, and the value of smarter labor and addressing that diverse public's dynamic socioeconomic and ethnocultural needs. As far as some of the shortcomings, you could say that there is some inherent political bias, as Dr. Cantor does have the support of Bill Clinton, a previous Democratic president, So there would be some inherent political bias within the book. There's also no direct reference points to make it a little more user friendly and approachable for readers that are not highly adept at research appraisal and seeking out reference points that the Dr. Kemp does mention within her book. So one could look it up with a little research capability, but it could be a little more user friendly to the layman reader. And of course, another shortcoming is the fact that the book was published in 2007. So, according to APA or American Psychological Association guidelines, the book wouldn't really be a reliable source of current quantitative information, as it is over 5 years old since publication. So the overall objective of Dr. Cantor within this book, America the Principled, 6 Opportunities for Becoming a Can-Do Nation Once Again, was, in my opinion, to just disseminate knowledge and expand the public perception of diverse American youth and potential, and also the variability of our American population from a socioeconomic and ethnocultural perspective. She also just enhancing the public understanding of transformational leadership core values. So, to surmise, I would definitely recommend this book to any modern nursing student or frontline staff nursing professional who is a little more interested in the perspectives of modern nursing leadership, and specifically to nursing leadership professionals themselves. The research shows that most nurses that walk into their first nursing leadership role walk in with very minimal experience and not a whole lot of formal education to help them understand and cope with the difficulty of being a nursing leader in the modern nursing workforce. This would be, in my opinion, a highly valuable resource for any new nursing leader to review some of the aspects of transformational leadership.